Now, here's something funny for you. I was just figuring out how much more of this book I have to go through, and to find the end where it ends with the book and starts with the index, there's an ironic section. It's called River Problems. And why do you think we have dams? Why do you think they turn? I can't remember what it was. Right by the pyramids, was it? I may be wrong. It was the Nile, maybe, from salt water to fresh water. Like I said, to stop the free energy. Let's get into this and see. Right? Exercise 235. X. Like I said. Where the fuck is my book? Code X. Illuminati. Code X. The code. Where's that book at? Look at. I'm telling you, this is. You people are so fucked. It's hilarious. You did this to yourselves, thinking nobody would figure it out. You're caught red-handed like a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. The code. Code X. Illuminati. Exercise 235. X. Okay, let's get into this now. The ratio of the current of a river is 3 miles per hour. Express the rate downstream of some boys who are narrowing at a rate of 5 miles an hour per hour in still water. Express their rate upstream. How long will it take the boys in example 1 to go 16 miles downstream and back again? Ironically, this sounds like, what was that Mark Twain story? What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Like, Mark Twain wrote the story of the two boys. You're understanding it now, right? This is what that hint was for. Crazy, isn't it? I forget his name, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. How long will it take the boys in example 1 to go 60 miles upstream and back again? That's that story. Express the time for the boys of example 2 to go A, D miles downstream, B, D miles upstream, C, write the equation expressing the fact that the total time for the trip is 5 hours. So, like, this literally tells you that they're sending you on a bullshit fucking mission for 5 hours to measure your rate. Really? Okay. But some boys who can see to test you, who can travel 10 miles per hour in their motorboat, want to make a trip on a river whose current is 3 miles an hour. How far may they go if they have only 2 hours for the round trip? Some boys were rowing on a river. It took them only 3 hours to go 21 miles downstream, but it took 7 hours to return. What is their own rate of knowing in still water, and what was the rate of the current? Well, that's like, dude, that's like taking time and a distance. I mean, there's always going to be messes up in the variable, because you could still get the same number, but you're going to get a different time because of a different rate of travel. It's just unlogical, but this is what you have to know to get into Yale and Harvard, them cult schools, right? Yeah. Okay. Suggestion. Let A be the rate of the current and X the rate of the boys in still water. Yeah. They don't want to answer. They just want a way that you can write in fucking equation to make it a simulation to put people through. Because we're in the fucking Matrix, you dumb fucks. John skated 4 miles in 20 minutes, going with the wind. It took him 1 hour to return. What was his own rate of speed in still air, and what was his velocity of the wind? What was the velocity of the wind? Well, literally, you can't figure that out because it's not telling you if there's an incline or a decline, which will increase or decrease the rate of speed. So this is like, they're giving you like impossible variables, which is stupid. Okay. An airplane made a trip of, oh wait, this is fake it till you make it, right? I'm proving it, ain't I? Anyways, an airplane made a trip of 240 miles in 2 hours. Is it returned on the same day in 4 hours? What was its own speed, and what was the rate or velocity of the wind? But see, dude, look, now it's not giving you how it traveled because, like, the stupidity in this is like it's an unsolvable question because the way they taught us in school is the globe. If you go a straight line, it takes longer than if you arc it. So they're not giving the longitude and latitude of the travel, the arc it travels in. So, like, this is stupid. Okay. And a crew can row 15 miles upstream in 2 hours and 12 miles downstream in 90 minutes. Find the rate in miles an hour of current and of the crew in still water. $15 to $12. So it's like, okay, 15 to 12. That's 3 miles in 30 minutes. And then 10 divided by 30 is 3. So it's like 3. Oh, it depends. Like, you don't, I mean, if you want to do it, it's 3 miles a minute, I guess. Like, would be the rate in miles. 3 miles a minute times 60 would be 3 miles a minute. 3 times 60 is 180 miles an hour. Like, that makes no sense, does it? None. Well, the difference is 3. Hold on. And I'm just doing this in my head because the difference is 3 miles in a half hour, right? So 3 divided by 30, that's where my math's off. 3 divided by 30 is 10. Oh, 0.10 times 180. It's 1.18. Is it 18? Yeah, it's 18, not 180. My math was off. Excuse me on that. Flying with the wind, an airplane required 75 minutes for a trip of 120 miles. Returning against the wind, it needed 2.5 hours. What would the rate of the airplane in calm air? But then again, I mean, like, yeah, you got the wind variable, but you also got to give if it traveled an arc or it traveled a straight line. Those are big different variables in that because you can't do them. Come on. But anyways, back to the topic. Yeah. So the river problem, yeah, that literally, that equation right there literally shows you that they fucked the rivers up on purpose because that's why we have dams. Wait, so they could put generators in dams to make money off of us because we had free energy from the pyramids. Come on, people. You know, your math books expose everything you fucking did. You fucked.